of the AIADMK. That, of course, would mean that she has powers at hand to in fact take the crucial decisions there that would be required. If Jayalalithaa continues to remain critical, she would be made there the General Secretary of the AIADMK. Madhav, what does this development essentially mean? Does this mean that she's now going to be in charge of taking far more crucial decisions as far as running of the government, administrative calls that need to be taken on this?
Well, yes, in fact, at this point of time, I can, in fact, tell you that it is Sasikala, who is, in fact, an executive council member of the DMK, who is likely to be elevated as General Secretary of the party. Now, the MLA declaration is as far as O. Selvam to be made the chief of the legislature party, which means that he would formally perhaps be declared as the chief minister. It's a development that many were talking about since morning, but it does seem that that development has taken place. And this also means that Sasikala cements her own role within the AIADMK. She has unofficially, of course, been the person who has called the shots within the party after Jayalalithaa, a person who's been in touch with the rank and file, officialdom, bureaucracy, all of it for the past several decades. And now her role within AIADMK is further cemented. We do know that how Sasikala, her family members do have a complete grip over various aspects of the political party at this point of time and are responsible for running several aspects of it. Now, of course, Sasikala's position, if this development does take place, as we are indeed being told, it certainly would mean that her role within AIADMK is cemented, perhaps for posterity, in terms of, the role that Jayalalithaa used to play. Of course, the big question is this. Jayalalithaa was a very well-known and very well accepted and appreciated figure, someone who was seen as, the propaganda secretary during the entire MGR regime, had successfully transitioned into the chief of the AIADMK. How successful will it be and how easy will it be for Sasikala to take over the party in such circumstances? Those are, of course, important aspects that need to be considered at this
Stay on with us. Getting in that update there from our colleague Priyamvata there as well. Priyamvata, as far as Sasikala's elevation here goes, to make it official that she's now going to be the General Secretary of the AIADMK, on what this means for the AIADMK, what this means for the running of the government there, the other state ministers as well.
We are getting exclusive information from inside the AIADMK that Sasikala Natarajan, the close aide of AIADMK Supremo Jayalalithaa, is likely to take over as the General Secretary. A consent form for which was already taken over in the morning MLA's meeting from all the members, important Executive Council members and General Council members. Remember, Sasikala Natarajan was thrown out of the party in 1998 only to make a comeback into the party in 1999. Similarly, in 2011, she was thrown out of the party, but within 100 days, by 2012, she had made a comeback into the party. After that, she was inducted into the Executive Council. So anyone to become a General Secretary of the party, they need to be the member of the Executive Council. And Sasikala Natarajan is definitely the member of Executive Council. And also, why is she an obvious choice is the question that many might have. It is because Sasikala Natarajan not only enjoys the caste votes from her particular community, and 80% of the party members who are today are most of them from her caste, and also her loyalists for many years, because 80% of them in the party were appointed by Sasikala. Of course, Jayalalithaa was the ultimate boss to whom everyone reported the loyalty that they showed, but definitely the loyalty towards Sasikala has also not reduced. So Sasikala Natarajan now is emerging as the likely candidate for the General Secretary. So that's the exclusive information that my sources from the AIADMK are telling me.
Priyamvata, this of course would also mean that one would look at the situation of the equation that Sasikala and O. Selvam share as well.
Well, absolutely. O. Selvam is end of the day not only belongs to the caste of Sasikala, but he was handpicked by Sasikala. He was a tea seller in Madurai, was on the lowest rung of the party, but he was elevated in the party at the behest of Sasikala Natarajan, and later on, of course, he went on to earn he went on to become extremely loyal to Jayalalithaa as well, but he always remained extremely loyal to both Jayalalithaa and Sasikala. So the arrangement that is likely to happen right now, we're seeing it in three ways. The sources are telling us. One, Sasikala Natarajan will be running the party because she enjoys the support of the 80% of the party members, and also the MLAs. They are trying to keep the MLAs together, and they are going to have going to take O. Paneerselvam as the interim chief minister. Let me recollect, in 1987 also Nedunjalyan was made the interim chief minister for a period of 1 week. A similar kind of situation might happen now, and also one interim chief minister has to be announced in 1 hour's time. That is as per the constitution. And also the third angle we are looking at is the centre's intervention, the kind of clout of power that BJP government might have on the AIADMK now is also very closely being monitored, because BJP seems to be very keen on ensuring that Thambidurai gets something solid in the centre in exchange for some kind of an arrangement in the state government. That is a bit of information we are picking up from the AIADMK. That's the kind of deal probably that BJP has thrown before the AIADMK, and AIADMK wants to ensure that their bloc stays together and they are keeping the party together. They have to run the government for the next 3 years or so.
That's right. But Priyamata, could you further elaborate on while apart from having an interim chief minister perhaps announced in an hour's time, that of course would be the strongest signal that would be sent out to Amma's supporters and avid followers there, that if it's time for an interim chief minister, it would be some time that Amma herself would take to recover to be playing that part.
Well, that is definitely has to happen, because considering just a while back, Sangeeta Reddy had tweeted saying that Jayalalitha's condition is quite great, and the prayers are required. That is the last bit of information. And now Richard Beale who tweeted her, also has sent out a press statement in which he has mentioned that he is deeply saddened to know about the health status of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalithaa. In any condition, well, another information we are getting is Governor Vidyasagar Rao is at the Apollo to collect the declaration forms from the MLAs. That is very, very important. And also latest bit of information we are getting is AIMS doctors have reached Chennai on the way to the hospital. So that is going to be a big medical team there. Governor will be meeting the AIMS doctors as well, after which a final the latest update about the health condition Tamil Nadu Chief Minister will be taken, and later on probably we are expecting around 5:36 we are being told another health bulletin is likely to come. That is the latest bit of information we are getting. As of now, the work that is happening is to consolidate the party. We have to keep the flock together. We have to keep the MLAs and the loyalists
together. Also, Priyamata, if you could further elaborate on what you were saying on another theory here doing the rounds on why the BJP is keeping that close eye, apart from assurances that they're sending that centre would be helping as and when required, even to perhaps contain the security situation that the state would face. Why the centre, politically speaking, the BJP is keeping a close eye on this?
Well, AIADMK is only two Dravidian parties have been ruling the roost here in Tamil Nadu, and AIADMK has 35 to 40% of vote share in Tamil Nadu, which is really huge. And in fact, DMK comes way behind the AIADMK, and they are in power. They have enough MLAs. As far as the southern states are concerned, BJP does not have a ground in the southern states, except to some extent in Karnataka, considering that both Amit Shah and Narendra Modi have been wanting to expand their wings to ensure that entire country, the BJP presence is felt in the entire country. An interim kind of an arrangement is not something that the BJP would definitely overrule. Otherwise, they wouldn't have stopped, they wouldn't have rushed back the Tamil Nadu BJP president, Tamilisai Sambarajan, who was on a way to Germany to cancel her trip and to be in Tamil Nadu, and not rushed Pon Radhakrishnan immediately to the hospital. Some kind of message is what Pon Radhakrishnan has carried from the central government, and it is very important for BJP to also work in coordination with the AIADMK. And considering the situation is very different when Jayalalithaa is doing well, she's healthy and taking her decisions, but when a vacuum is created, when Jayalalithaa is not in a position to take a decision, obviously a vacuum is created. We cannot forget what happened last time, Palki, We remember that Rahul Gandhi was at Dash. Our sources have told us very clearly that it was a message at that point of time that ADMK wanted to send across to the central government that nothing should be touched and the government should be intact. But now, of course, the situation is very different.
Right.
Both ADMK and BJP are probably, in a sense, dependent on each other.
Okay, well pointed out there, Priyamvada. Please stay with us. Talking about the centre's role, a few voices here that are coming from our union ministers. Let's take a listen in.
Joining me right now, Union Minister Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman. Ma'am, the news that's coming from Tamil Nadu is extremely tense. Obviously, a lot of people across the country praying for the Chief Minister's health. What do you have to say?
Yes, that's the best thing that we can do. I honestly do wish that she gets well and comes back. My prayers are with her. She's a fighter, and I hope she fights this also through and comes out successfully.
Ma'am, obviously a lot of people across the state are, they're grieving already. They're feeling like, the situation is extremely critical. Any sort of message that you'd like to tell the people that, they should, of course, just keep praying, keep the peace and calm?
I can absolutely understand the emotions in Tamil Nadu. She's a popular chief minister who broke some records to come back again this time. So the people are naturally going to be very, very tense about her health. All that we wish and can do at this moment is only to pray for her well-being.
And just one final word, you must have interacted with her, you've probably met her as well. How would you describe Ms. Jayalalithaa?
Well, she's a amiable person and in a tenure has proven that she's a very good administrator. So I think, and people have elected her now, she should come back to govern.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. With video journalist Jenna, follow me Saha in Delhi for NewsX.
We have with us the Union Health Minister JP Nadu with us, and we'll be talking about Jayalalithaa, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Sir, what information you are gathering from Tamil Nadu right now?
We are in constant touch with Tamil Nadu administration as well as with the Apollo authorities, and we are helping as far as possible. Yesterday evening we got the information from the Apollo authorities that her health was critical and they needed the support from the All India Medical Sciences of Doctors. We are sending a team of doctors with Dr. Khilnani, Dr. Trikha, Dr. Narang and Dr. Talwar. All are leaving for Chennai, and whatever best facilities we can give, we'll be giving. And through you, we pray to God that the health of Jayalalithaa comes to normal and she resumes her duty.
So the central government is closely monitoring the health of Jayalalithaa. Are you in touch with the senior doctors of Apollo, as well as we have learned that the Apollo doctors are in touch with some specialists in London also?
You see, this is a very technical matter which is being dealt by the doctors. We are there to provide them the facilities, and keeping that factor in view, it is the doctors who have to take the call on what interventions are to be done. We are there to help them.
So what latest update is coming up?
Latest update is that yes, they need a team of doctors from All India Medical Sciences, and we are giving them.
So are you planning to visit Tamil Nadu?
Not at the moment. We are here to take care, and whatever possible support has to be given, that will be given.
Right. Thank you for talking to us. With camera person Raj, this is Varun Gupta in New Delhi for NewsX.
You know, she was a colleague with me in Parliament and a friend. And personally for me, it's a very disturbing thought. I was so happy that when the Apollo Hospital put out a statement saying that she had recovered and that she was going to get back to action. A woman of terrific determination, self-taught, came up the hard way. It was no picnic for her, reaching where she did, and established a new level of governance there. I mean, it's an amazing thing, and I congratulate the people of Tamil Nadu that in so many days since September 22nd, when she was admitted in the hospital, without an incident, Tamil Nadu has been governed de facto, and it's running so smoothly and so calmly. And the credit goes to the AIADMK workers who have really stood by and kept up the image of Dr. Jayalalithaa. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and praying very hard for her. And she's a woman who I have admired tremendously, always. And there is a lovely childlike quality to her which perhaps she didn't allow the outside world to see. And I'm really
Great visionary politician she is.
well, she knew how to tap into the pulse of the people.